Hello. So it's currently 5:35 a.m. my local time, and I couldn't get to sleep, or I guess it'd be more accurate to say I stayed up past the time I was trying to go to bed, and then woke up. I woke up like a couple of hours later, much to my dismay, and I couldn't go back to bed. So I figured, hi, Flower. I figured it would be a good opportunity to just get out of bed and practice ASMR. And maybe, just maybe, it would get me in a sleepy mood. But I think I'm past the point of no return. I don't think at this point I should, even if I do get sleepy, I should try to sleep. I think I need to stay up for the rest of the day, unless I want to ruin my sleep schedule. Um, So, like I said before, I've been wanting to get into ASMR, and my analogy is sort of how I started streaming with a PNG before my model was finished. I figured I could just start practicing with my current mic before I eventually buy one of the $400 3DO binaural mic or whatever, the one that actually has the ears on it. Good sleep schedules are good. This is true. So that's why I have to persevere and stay awake. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Like my biggest um my biggest enemy is not going to sleep because I'm tired, but more so because I'm bored. Like, especially now that I've been unemployed. I've said this before on stream, but a lot of days I'll just be up real early in the day and just no one will be on. You know, all my friends will be at work pretty much because, you know, they all work pretty much, except for one guy that also recently quit his job. But for the most part, I'm left to my own devices. So I've been getting kind of bored lately. Um, it's 6:30. You shouldn't be sleepy. Don't go to sleep early or you'll ruin your sleep schedule. You gotta stay awake with me. Mm, but yeah, I think I've been trying to keep myself occupied with like just applying to new jobs and doing stream stuff. Like yesterday, I set up the TikTok stream finally, and I also set up my stream deck, which has been immensely helpful. It's already like very convenient. I kind of wish, I'm sure there's a bigger size one. The one I bought has 15 buttons on each, like 15 buttons. Sorry. I assume they make a bigger one, but maybe I don't actually need that many buttons. I feel like 15 is more than enough. It's not like you only have one page. It's actually reasonable stream hours for you. Wow. Let's take a look. Elgato Stream Deck bigger. Oh, the Stream Deck XL. Oh my god. It's $100 more. And it has dials on it? What? Got a crap ton of buttons. It has way too many buttons. 36. Okay, yeah, no. Too much. Yeah, 15 is good. 15 is good. So, um with ASMR, I don't know. Like I've said this before, but I feel like it's really dependent on people coming by and giving me company to like have a conversation with. Because otherwise, I don't know how I would even manage to talk for 3 hours if I did it as a scheduled thing. Um, this is also why I'm doing this as an unscheduled stream, because I can like if at some point I feel like just out of it, I can just stop stream. I don't necessarily have any like reason to stream for 3 hours. I have no obligation to do so. Yeah, thank you, Flower. I don't know how long you'll be able to stay, but hopefully we can have conversations a mini. um I don't I don't really know what makes good ASMR, but what I do know is actually a lot of the streamers that I watch. um Hold on, let me turn off one of my monitors. Oh, that is much better. Should probably leave it on. A lot of the streamers that I watch, um sorry, I blanked out. A lot of the streamers that I watch, actually, like other than my mutuals, a lot of the streamers that I watch for prolonged amount of times, it's not even like I don't even watch them for the games they play. Like I'm like for the most part a lurker. I talk in chat. When I do, I'm usually pretty active, but most of the time I'm lurking. And most of the streamers I watch on a consistent basis for extended periods of time, it's because they have like comfy vibes, and I just like the sound of their voice, because they tend to be like softer, and they tend to be like quieter people. And like actually my favorite streamer, I wish he didn't actually play music in his streams. I could just listen to his voice. But um yeah, like I often, it's not uncommon for me to just listen to streams to fall asleep to. Hope that doesn't sound weird. Like I'm sure a lot of people do that, but like I listen to all kinds of white noise to fall asleep to, mostly like YouTube videos, but also occasionally people's streams. Hello, Yorkshire T Anon. Like how you watch my streams for the talks. Oh, and it's like, I don't know. You know, it's kind of weird. I I don't know. This really shouldn't. This is not a big deal at all. But what puts me in a kind of sour mood is when I fall asleep watching one of my favorite streamers and they raid out, and I wake up to someone else's voice. I don't know if that's like parasocial or weird, but something about that kind of irks me when I wake up to a streamer that's not the streamer I fell asleep to. it kind of it kind of I don't know. It kind of just irks me a little. You have your fan on max and your dooner on? What's a dooner? Falling asleep to stream and waking up to some rando. Yeah, it's kind of. I think if I do ASMR, I'm not gonna raid out for that reason. Um, but yeah, like I was having a conversation with another Oomphy, and like the ticks thing, I don't really understand, or at least I don't think I've ever felt it. But as far as ASMR goes, I definitely can understand the appeal of listening to a soft voice. Like I think it's comforting, it's intimate, like cozy. It I don't know. It's it's something like really instinctual. It's like your mother or Yeah, it's like your mother reading you a bedtime story. Maybe that's me being childish. I don't know. But I can totally understand listening to people talk just to get sleepy and feel cozy. I am no longer capable of just going to sleep. Smallest noise wakes me up. So I wear soundproof headphones and listen to people on half volume. Mm. Yeah, I'm also pretty sensitive to noise, much to my dismay. Like I wish it wasn't that way, but like it's not uncommon for my neighbors to wake me up at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Um, Ironically, that same thing doesn't apply to white noise. Like I don't mind listening to like like videos or streamers on low volume. I guess it's just like noises, like sudden loud noises, I suppose. You don't wake up at all. I have, especially as of late, I have like very bad like wake up discipline. I have not been waking up to my alarms at all. Wait, speaking of which, I better snooze my alarm before it goes off. I don't want it to go off midstream. Hold on. Yeah, okay, we're good. Hmm. Noise doesn't wake you up. If I had to choose between noise not waking me up and being woken up at the sound of any noise, hmm, it's a tough one. It's, well, I guess if someone wants to really wake you up, they'll just and they're not getting to you. They'll just come and like shake you. I literally work 5 minutes away from home. You can still be up to a few hours late. Oof. How does that sit with your employer? When I get to sleep, I'm all good, but it's getting there. That's the pain. I definitely think. I mean, the internet is to blame, but certainly I think it's to no one's surprise that there's like a rise in general insomnia. I've talked about like better um, sleep, whatchamacallit, hygiene lately, but something that's really been helping me, I think, is when I wake up, getting sunlight, like basically conditioning my circadian rhythm. So I definitely recommend that. Like when you wake up, if you can, like I do it after I brush my teeth, just go and get some sunlight. Oh, thank you for the follow, Nora Day. Thank you for the follow, Yorkshire. I actually usually have this really cute noise. It's my own voice, but um I don't I tip because for this stream I have it turned off. I don't really want anything to like disturb my voice. But thank you for the follow, guys. Too many late nights falling asleep with lights on. Oh, I definitely can't do that. I've never been able to like fall asleep at my desk. I don't know how people do that. You must have to be like insanely tired to be able to fall asleep in your chair. It's just too uncomfortable for me. Mm. But yeah, I want to practice talking softly, not necessarily whispering, but maybe, and talking slowly. I feel like when I talk fast, I tend to like not enunciate words properly. So, and I think people tend to prefer slow talking, more sleepy vibes. I need a better chair. Freaky house, though the next part doesn't bother me. I also live next to a graveyard. Hmm. I'm not very superstitious, so that wouldn't really bother me personally. Um, Creaky house, that would get pretty annoying. I've lived in creaky houses before. Walking around and like on wood and having it make that like awful noise, that can get annoying pretty fast. Um, where was I? Oh, so let me break down for you guys what buttons I have on my Stream Deck. So on my like first page, which is like my non like kind of like my home base page, not necessarily for streaming. I have buttons for Spotify. I have a button to sleep my computer. I have Discord buttons. I have a screenshot button. I have a mute button, like a mute my volume, like my not my mic, but my system audio. I have a media pause button. I have controls for my lamp, which is cool that I can even do that. Are these buttons on keyboard? No, no, it's I recently bought a Stream Deck, like, and I just set it up yesterday, and it's already been really helpful. Here in Australia, there's rarely a house with creaky floor because we have no wood flooring. Wait, really? What are your floors usually made of then? Are they usually made of tile? Here in the US, it's usually tile or wood. Yeah, I guess in carpet. But like, what? There's obviously something under the carpet, right? Hmm. Did they put the carpet over dirt? No way, right? So on my second page, I have OBS like buttons for every scene on my OBS. That's been very helpful. Concrete. I have this one button that I've like this one button I bought the entire Stream Deck for was to make stream markers for when I have clips, like highlights. And then I have every other button is just to control my model. Like so now I can like for example, I can take off my hats without having to press a keybind like that. Or I can we're not gonna take off the PJs because it's comfy, it's oomphy vibes. Oof. No, Mr. Cuddles, come back. Yeah, but this has already made my life so much easier. Kind of something that's really annoying when you're a VTuber, is especially when you have a bunch of like expressions, is managing them all. And like I for VTubers that don't have Stream Decks, they you kind of have to just make a bunch of keybinds. And that's if you have a lot of toggles, you're going to be hard pressed to find key combinations that don't overlap with other things or that you don't accidentally press while gaming. So that's also something that this is going to be helpful with. Like I turned off all my key binds, so now all of my expressions are entire or my toggles are completely managed by my Stream Deck. No more like accidentally blushing while I'm playing a game. You guys have odd houses in Australia and USA. You hit a room in your house and make holes. Oh, you're talking about drywall? Yeah. I wonder why that is. Like, well, well, Yorkshire, how what are your walls tend to be made of? Bricks? Question mark. I'd have to research why. Like, yeah, drywall is the default here in the U.S. Hmm. I don't know. When I lived in a college dorm, the room was white, these white, big white bricks, and I felt like I was in a prison cell. Like, I think I think also partly is because you can paint over drywall and it looks like, it readily takes on the color of the paint, right? Whereas bricks, you can still see the bricks even if you paint over them. Like drywall is it's flat, right? You can cover bricks. Oh, I guess that's true. That's true. Ugh. I mm, think another benefit of doing ASMR is that like you don't I think a lot of my viewers, this is true for any streamer, I feel like. Well, maybe not any streamer, but for a lot of streamers, even like ones that don't do ASMR, um, a lot of people watch them because they like the sound of their voice. And like I'm sure a lot of viewers wish their favorite streamers did ASMR because they'd rather just listen to them whisper or talk softly all day rather than the game they're playing. Um, so like, I often think about when I'm doing my gaming streams, I'm sure like a lot of you guys aren't particularly interested in the game I'm playing, but I know a lot of you like the sound of my voice, so I feel like ASMR, and also to your point, Flower, like a lot of people like they kind of just like listen to me. They like to listen to the conversation. So like when you do ASMR, it's kind of, well, if you do the yapping ASMR, it's kind of the best of both worlds for a lot of people. Like it really just kind of brings out the personality of the streamer, I guess. You get to just hear them talk, which is like for your regulars, that's pretty much all they care about. They don't really care about the game for the most part. They kind of just want to hear you talk and your reactions to things. Mm. Chipping the walls when you were little. It's been over a year. Wow. That reminds me of when I was a kid, dude. I used to play StarCraft. I think it was StarCraft that made me get mad. I used to play StarCraft and I've never gotten so mad at a game. It was StarCraft 2 that made me like break one of my monitors. Um, and I think it also made me like, I also like broke an air conditioning unit. Like there was like this, like I gamed under a window and like we had an AC unit in the window. And like this might sound so hard to believe, but I was a huge rager when I was a kid. Whenever I would lose, I kid you not, I would punch my air conditioning unit. And like it's noticeably like it's to this day, it's still in that house, but it doesn't work as good as it should. Like to get the desired amount of coolness, you have to run it 10 degrees lower. Because I punched the shit out of it. And then finally, one day I literally just kicked a huge hole in my drywall. Um, and that actually gave me a lot of problems. Like I was getting like these itchy bumps all over my skin. I don't know. To this day, I thought it was little bugs, but I think it was probably more like I have allergies to like. I think my skin is allergic to dust, and also like I break out if I use like really. I have to use unscented soap. Call of Duty World at War made you break 360 controllers. I definitely broke my fair share of 360 controllers when I was a kid. Even when I was in college, I broke a PS4 controller. I'm embarrassed to say that because like at that point I should be like well past the age of like breaking shit. But in college, I broke a PS4 controller while playing Mortal Kombat. Oh no, it's the 1v1 games that bring the worst out in me. Sounds like a form of asthma. Unfortunately, as you might expect, Felt was already taken. I thought it was a cool, comfy name and wanted to stick with it, so we slapped on the VT. Let me go look at their channel, actually. Oh, you mean like you mean like my skin breaking out? You were addressing me. Oh, I see, I see. If I'm not mistaken, Twitch has a thing where if you're a partner, you can claim like unused names, like for people that have been inactive. What? Guy last stream 9. How did this guy have 148 followers, but he's a partner? The guy's name that's Felt. What? How? Huh? The guy named Felt. He has 148 followers, but he's a partner. What? Unless the check mark means something else. Hold on, let me look at Twitch tracker. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now, guys. I'm so mesmerized by the guy that has my name. His highest number of viewers was 32. Hold on. Maybe I'm tripping. What does the purple check mark mean on Twitch? Oh, no, no, no. It means they're a verified user. Okay. My bad, my bad. So you don't have to be a partner to be verified. So how long does this guy have to not stream for me to take his name? Hmm. At least a year. Okay. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. I really liked World at War, although I was like really young at the time. Ah, dude, the Call of Duty, the freaking like shareholders of Activision or whatever, they should like pay the devs that thought of Nazi zombies as a game mode should be paid millions in royalties because they literally spawned an entire genre. I'd like to know the statistics. Like, I wonder if at some point there were more people playing zombies and playing multiplayer. Mm. I really like multifaceted games like that. Um like I think a game can be really successful if it offers multiple like game modes. So like I think in my mind the most successful example of this was Halo 3. Like you could play matchmaking, and then when you got bored of that, you could go play Forge. And then if you got bored of that, you could go play custom games. And then if you got bored of that, you could go play co-op campaign. Like that game lasted me so long because you could like you would stay on the same game, but you would just switch to this or that. Like I played the campaign so many times with random people. Or not random people, but people I met online at the time. Um yeah, and then World at War has, you know, like multiplayer and zombies. Do any of the Call of Duties have a co-op campaign? Has that ever been a Call of Duty thing? Mm. But Black Ops 1 had it had, was it Dead Ops Arcade, the top-down mini game? I really enjoyed that actually, and the soundtrack. Mm. Oh, and slight tangent. Uh, my for now, I think I'll just use this. Like, I'll just use a black screen. But um, as I mentioned before, I am getting like a more cozy background, a more official background commission. So I don't mind describing it, although this kind of spoiling. Let me grab the link. Or I could just show it on stream here. Let me do that. A second, guys. All right, let me show you guys the artist. What's his name? What's his name? And his page. I have it linked. His Discord. Here we go. Okay. Let me switch scenes real quick with my trusty Steam Deck. Hopefully this is a smooth transition. All right, cool. So I was looking for, like I said, like, you know, as Flower would know because he's been watching for a while. My background has been the chickens that look like ducks for the longest time, mostly because I just think it's funny. But I figure, especially if I'm gonna do ASMR, which is mostly me just chatting, I should get like an actual official background illustration. And so most streamers, especially cozy streamers, they get a bedroom background, and like I still might end up getting one. The problem is, like, I don't know what I would ask the artist for. Like, I don't know how I would make the bedroom illustration Felt's bedroom illustration, you know? Because in real life, I'm very much, for the most part, a minimalist. Like, the only thing I might think of that I could put in the room would be like plushies, I guess. But other than that, it would look pretty run of the mill. Um, so instead, my idea was to get uh like a wilderness illustration of a fox den, like at night, like a moonlit wilderness scene of a fox den. And like that's gonna be my analogy for my bedroom. um so I was just looking at random background illustrations, and this guy's art really stood out to me. Like, not necessarily that it's like hyper realistic, but it's like, I don't know, like there's a certain warmth, a certain coziness of his style that like speaks to me. Like, it reminds me sort of like Bob Ross. If I could, I'd commission Bob Ross to do it for me. Rest in peace, Bob Ross. If I could, but like, you know, look, doesn't that look like just like melancholic and like, I don't know how to describe, visceral? Like, doesn't that just feel, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it, guys, but I thought this guy would be really good to make my hi May, hello. Good afternoon to you. This is a extremely rare felt quote unquote ASMR stream, but hopefully they become more common. Um, yeah, so this is who I commissioned. Uh, and so what I've asked him to make is basically to make a fox den at night. Um, it's not yet after the noon. It should be for you. It should be slightly right before, though, right? Like basically afternoon. mm. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're awful, man. You're awful. That was such a dad joke. I can't. That was such a dad joke. Oh, you're killing me. um. So he sent me the sketches today, actually, or yesterday, and yeah, basically it's just gonna be a tree behind me with a hole in it. I mean, that's a huge oversimplification. Like, it's gonna be super cozy, I hope. Okay, well, that's that, yeah. Um, so this will probably be the background I use, like, as soon as I get it done. From that point onward, goodbye chickens, I suppose. Uh, mm, Actually pretty reasonably priced too. I think, yeah, I mean, this author or this artist in general is pretty cheap. You can find a lot of really good artists. Like, as with anything in life, the more expensive things, they're often not necessarily the best quality, but like half and half, like quality, but also just as important, like the reputation of the brand. Um, so that's to say that you can find a lot of really good artists that are lesser known, that are like just they just are happy to get a commission in general, and so their prices can be extremely like cheap for what it is, like so cheap at times that I almost feel like I'm exploiting them. But that's a different conversation. Um, Unfortunately, we live in a world where the arts in general, at least if you're not one of the top at the top, are not very valued in terms of generated income, I suppose. Definitely the starving artist. Mm, I'm like very lucky to have been born with to a fault, an extremely analytical mind. It's allowed me to pursue a very lucrative career, but I tend to overthink things a lot, so it's not like it's only just a pro. I hope one day when I'm older, like wiser, I can describe myself with the term thoughtful. I wouldn't use that term to describe me now. I'm more like I said, I overthink too much to really call myself thoughtful in the sense of the word. I speak more than I should, I feel. I feel like a thoughtful person when every time they speak, they say something valuable. And oftentimes I say like I get impulsive and I say things that like don't really add much to the conversation. I love the cozy model, by the way. Oh, thank you. It's my same model, just a different outfit that I haven't used a whole lot recently. Um, but if I get into ASMR, I'll definitely use it like almost exclusively. I originally, I don't know if you were following at this time, May, but I used to play a lot of Viscera cleanup detail. I don't know if you've heard of it, but basically it's a game about cleaning. It's a game where you just clean, and I wouldn't necessarily talk softer, but I would just like that at night. I used to just stream Killing Floor 2, and then right afterwards I'd play an entire level of Viscera cleanup detail to end the stream. And they were definitely like my cozy streams. Um Not a very popular game, but I do have one longtime follower that she found me on Viscera Cleanup Detail, and to this day, she'll like often ask me if I'll ever play it again because she likes the cozy vibes of it. Hopefully, this can replace that for her. But yeah, I kind of the reason why I haven't played it in a while is because I literally beat every single base level, every single one, and even a couple of like workshop maps. I was talking about Viscera. I was telling May about how I used to play a lot of Viscera, as you know, Rig, Flower. Um, but yeah, like the workshop maps tend to be a lot less refined, obviously. So I kind of fell out of love with Viscera cleanup detail, and ever since I've been kind of looking for other cozy games to play, and I have a few that mostly revolve around like trading. Um, I have kind words, and that can be cozy at times, but other times it can be pretty heavy. I really wouldn't count that as a cozy game. I say, hello, what am I talking about? Anything and everything. But at the same time, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Mm. Did I play games like Power Wash Simulator? Power Wash Simulator? I've considered it. I have not, but Viscerous cleanup detail is pretty much like almost similar in nature. I might have to bite the bullet and play Power Wash. I know it's like the de facto like cozy game. I just have to bite the bullet and play it on stream. mm But for now, this will be a cozy thing to do. Idle chatter for now. I would like to make this a regular thing I do. Like maybe I do a ASMR stream every, I don't know, like every like week on a certain day. Like maybe once a week at this exact time. No, sorry, that's not gonna happen. This is an insomnia induced outlier stream. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen, Flower. If anything, it would be on one of my weekday streams that because those are like when I stream at night for me. I was thinking every Wednesday to like because that's the day before my break, but I don't know. But then there's still, there's still like I want to do it every week, but like then I feel like that kind of devalues the ASMR redeem I have. Mm, I guess it's not. It's probably still people would still want it if it meant like a double, like 2 ASMR streams in a week. You like my model? Thank you. If you're interested in getting art, I have the artist in my credits in my about me section. I'm really happy with it. It's not like too over stylistic, but I think it's really adorable. I'm so happy I stumbled across Toki. Her art style is so soft. Like perfect for me. Mm, I feel like a lot of VTuber models these days are just very loud in the sense of like how much they have going on. Mm-mm. Well, forewarning though, she's not. She's definitely one of the more pricey artists. Because she's an EU artist. EU artists tend to be the most expensive because their currency tends to be the strongest. Mm. I definitely think it's worth it. She's very good to me. We live an expensive life. You do, you do. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, especially during a stream like this, I'm kind of self conscious about yawning because I feel like I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but when I listen, it's like some people when they yawn, it sounds a lot like a moan. Like, and it's like it's just kind of it's just kind of lewd. Obviously, that's not what they intend. At least I don't think. But I'm kind of shy about yawning on stream. At least when I'm not gaming. Mm. Have that with people that stretch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. It's kind of like it's just kind of like unexpected fan service. Like free fan service. Mm, no. Yawning makes me yawn with them mostly. Oh, dude. I haven't had a really bad stretch lately, but there'd be some when I used to play Viscera, there'd be some streams where I would yawn like it used to actually be a meme. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sage. Can I ask how you found my channel? Um, but I used to yawn so much that like everyone would complain that I'd be making them tired. But okay, if I have a goal for ASMR, it's to make you guys all comfy, but maybe not necessarily sleepy unless you want to be sleepy. You know? I'd hate to like end up making one of you fall asleep and you have a commitment in like an hour or something. You look for VTubers at around 2 to 5 viewers when you need background noise for your work. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Stream 12 hours later and I can fall asleep to you. Aw. 12 hours later? You mean like from now? I think like I said, if I do this, I think I will. I think I will. I mean, I'm just so scared I won't be able to have something to talk about for 3 hours. But I guess at the worst case scenario, I can always just doom scroll or play solitaire or something dumb. But yeah, no. I think if this does become a regular thing, I'll do it at 7 p.m. Central, like my usual time slot. Sorry, and like that would be 12 hours from now, or a little under, technically 12 and a half hours from now. So that may be in your future, May, if you need some sleep aid. You gotta prep some cue cards. Yeah, no, seriously. Like, but I also think it's a skill I want to get better at. Like, I want to be good at being able to just like, because I think it would carry over to my gaming streams as well. I want to be better at just being able to talk, even if it's not necessarily like super deep conversation. Hold on, let me turn on my fan. It's getting cold. Yapping practice, exactly. Like one of the top advice that you hear people give other than streaming consistently is to always be talking, which makes sense, right? Like I think first and foremost what you're giving the people as a streamer is your company. And you know, most people, they want to hear you talk, and they want to have like, they want to be able to contribute to the conversation. That's the other thing too. Like even like if we just talk about socializing, most people prefer, if they had to choose between them, to be the listener or to be like the person that gets like, that doesn't have to initiate topics. So in a way, as a streamer, you can also say you're kind of forcing yourself to be extroverted in a sense for other people. I think that's really what it boils down to. Other than the game itself, obviously, but people just want the company of someone that is comforting and like can give them a chance to talk at times, I guess. You don't mind people having talking pauses? Me neither. A lot of the streamers I watch are like naturally uh, quiet, so that happens often. Like I certainly don't want to like feel like it's forced, you know. Introverts can exist next to each other though. I have friends I hang out with in Discord VC. Everyone is muted and we just game or exist next to each other. So I guess for me it's chill even without talking much. I'm kind of my friends get really mad at me for this. It's so weird. Like cuz yeah, sometimes you just want the company. Sometimes guys, this is so, I feel like my friends get so mad at me for this. Sometimes I'll join a Discord channel and I'll just deafen myself. Like I won't even listen to them talk. Hi, Chunky. I'll just like, and it's like, it's so weird because like it's like I do it because I want their presence, but like not necessarily to hear them speak. And they'll get so mad at me because they're like, why? Like I'll join and they'll say something to me and I'm already deafened. And like a lot of times they'll disconnect me and they'll be like, don't join if you're gonna deafen. Mm-hmm. They'll get so mad. But I do that so often. I don't know. It's crazy how far we've come with technology that I can feel someone's presence when I can't, like, when in all faucets, the only thing that we're sharing is this make believe room, so to speak, an electric signal. You need introverts that only chat in the VC or even not that. Hmm. I think it'd be cool to sit in a channel with people. I mean, it'd be kind of counterintuitive, but there's something really comfy about it. Like sitting in a VC with people, but only using the text chat. I don't know. Like that just goes back to what I was saying. We've conditioned ourselves to be able to feel each other's presence through this like weird, like through a chat room. Even if there's no actual guarantee that the person on the other side of the screen is present. Hmm. I also think that Discord sleepovers. Oh, I don't know. That sounds kind of. I guess with a group of people, it's a bit it's a bit more normal. Deep calls are kind of intimate. I don't know if I could. I'd be too shy to do that in a group of people. I'm not gonna lie. I've done that before with singular people, but don't tell me when I said that. Don't tell me when that's not hear that, but I've done that before, but never with a group of people. I think that'd be kind of weird to me. Mm, um, no, but like also to be fair, to be fair, it's obviously a lot less taxing to talk to you guys through a chat. Like me sitting here reading text across my screen is obviously a lot, like requires a lot less social energy than talking to an actual person voice to voice. So you see a lot of streamers, like a lot of streamers, especially VTubers, they start streaming and one of their main motivations is just to become more social. Like I have a friend that was mentally down, and whenever they said they needed the company, I joined and we were doing the sleepover together. Oh, that's nice. That's so kind of you. Mm. I'm personally am a chronic yapper, so it is very interesting for me to hear about your introverted ways. Thank you for the follow, Reina. I don't know. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, no, I'm definitely an introvert. I take that back. How do I describe it? Like, in general, I'm an introvert. I have a very sensitive social battery. Oh, that's it's so it can be kind of insensitive because like there'll be times when I'm sure you everyone can relate to this, but like there'll be moments when you think like you imagine doing something with a friend and at the time like it sounds really fun. So you make plans and then when it's time to do it, you suddenly don't feel like doing it anymore. I don't flake on people or like it's very rare for me to do that, but that does happen a lot for me. Like I'll regret making the plans because when the plan comes, I'm like, oh, like because when you make the plans, right, you're judging it off of your social battery in that moment. Like you're probably feeling more extroverted in that moment. Um, but like you can't like that's why it's so risky for introverts to make plans with other people because you have no idea how you might feel when it comes time to do it to hang out. Like you have no idea what other things you might have already had to do that day that would drain your social battery. Um, Generally speaking, even when I am feeling more social, I can be pretty shy, um, especially in groups of people. But when I'm comfortable with someone, and this is very rare, this is only true for like my like literally like one, two, or three people, my literally my closest friends. Um, when I'm really, 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 really comfortable with someone, like they give me energy, like they make me an extrovert. Mm. For me, planning something is much fun than executing it because life is disappointing. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cliche, but like there's a lot less time to hang out with people when There's a lot less time to hang out with each other when you're an adult. You have too many responsibilities, especially if you're like, and it's usually those responsibilities that drain your social battery. Like, it's a lot easier as a child. Even if you're an introvert, you don't have a whole lot that drains you. Like, when you're a child, you have so much free time. Um, but yeah, no, like, oh, dude, it's so. I wish I could go on trips with my friends more, but like, we all. Oh, I don't work right now, but when we all work, like, we have different schedules, and we have like, it's even harder because everyone has to like plan their vacations together, which is not easy to do. Like, I might have a big project that I can't take vacation for, or like you have to give each other like several months notice at least. And then it's like, like this guy might be able to get 4 weeks off. This guy his job might suck. He doesn't even get 2 weeks off a year. There's just, and then it even compounds with the fact that, like, maybe this person wants to go to New York, that person wants to go to Japan, blah, 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 blah. Like, and oftentimes, like, if people, what will happen is people want to hang out, and then they just decide that, they try to plan something, and it's so much effort that they're like, you know what, never mind. And it's so sad. I'm very fortunate that my friends, for the most part, are not very picky about the place. They rather just meet up. I try not to have more than one thing planned per week. Like, I have friends here and we go eat dinner, but it drains me for the next couple of days. Been so long since I've had dinner with friends. I hang out with my friends fairly often, but we don't actually. Usually, like, it's hanging out at someone's place, and if like eating, if anything, like pizza or something. We really don't go out to dinner often at all. Almost never, unless it's like a special occasion. Sorry that I don't know why my model does that. My model kind of keeps Oh, I do know it's because I keep getting behind the microphone. My model keeps doing a little bump. Have I watched Scott Pilgrim yet? No. I guess I should get around to it since you and Boo are both like really into it. It must be something amazing, something like very visceral. Mm. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure Boo's really into Scott Pilgrim, if I'm not mistaken. I think like that was you two having a conversation when it got brought up. Um, Scott Pilgrim is good. I've never seen it. I need to see it since it it sounds like it has a cult following. It's been so long. Oh wait, I forgot to answer your question, Flower. Um, so I'm happy that I have like gotten a lot. I've gotten a lot of followers from like, editing clips. Um, I think there's only been, unfortunately, like, this is expected. It's not unfortunate. It's just the reality of life. But I've gotten a lot of followers. But the only regular I've only retained, I would say, like one regular. Like, by that I mean someone that, like, that this person that comes back often to watch the streams. Uh, and so their their name is in the chat, Saffron Bully. So I think that is the only person I can think of that you have yet to meet. Um, I don't know if you remember Zoo, but Zoo actually, I hadn't seen her in a long time, but she actually, I saw her in chat the other day, so maybe she'll start watching again. I don't know. Um, Oh, and also on YouTube, there's this person called Angela that watches often. Hello, Velgor. Velgor? Velgor, hello. I mean, that's just, God, obviously I wish that everyone that watches me would watch all of my, like, be a regular and watch all the streams, but uh, that's not realistic. Like, I should be happy for even one regular. And I am, like, just those two people. Oh, thank you for the follow. Usually I have my own voice. It has a little sound effect, but I have it turned off for the ASMR stream. This is not ASMR. My first time trying ASMR. I guess. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm kind of shy about it, but also I don't think I do a good job at it. Not necessarily. I think like I don't know. I put ASMR, but that's really misleading. It's probably more accurate to put just chatting. It's really just me just chatting, but softly. I guess ASMR is pretty broad. Like anything can be ASMR. I could sit here and like slap my belly and it'd be ASMR. Not that I would ever do that, but anything I try to do is decent. Oh my god, I love that emo. It's so gross. It's so gross. Oh my god. Oh, stretch. Oh my god. It's a big belly. I'm thinking about doing these every Wednesday. Every Wednesday night for me. Oh, but I mean, maybe that's good because that'll be like that'll be nighttime for like for NA people. It'll be like people that go to sleep early, and then for EU people, it'll be people that go to sleep late. And then for people in Asia and Australia, it'll be like terrible. I'm sorry. It's morning for you? Yeah, right now it is 6:43 a.m. So I would be doing these streams during my Wednesday time slot from 7 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. Mm, I assume anyone that's watching this stream, I'm so sorry, guys. I picked a terrible time to do this, considering what I just said. Like, I assume most of you here, if not all of you, are not NA except for me, which makes sense because I'm streaming really, really early in the morning, right? So it's kind of mean for me to do like my first real ASMR stream and then tell you I'm only gonna do them again 12 hours later. That's kind of cruel. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're EU? Cool. Where you from? Where you from? That'd be like 2 a.m. for you? I apologize. You make the enemy people that just got off EP again? Yeah, 12 hours from now. Well, to be exact, 12 hours and 16 minutes from now. Does anyone else have a habit of just tapping things when they're, I don't know, idling? I've been tapping my stream deck. You can keep me company in your badly planned night before all-nighters for uni? That's the exact minute you can't watch it. I'm so sorry, Flower. I'm so sorry. I hope that school ends soon so you can watch. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll, I'll, I don't know. I stream, I stream 5 times a week, so maybe to be fair to everyone, I'll do one on the weekends during my nighttime slot, and then I'll do one I'll do one on the weekdays during my daytime slot, and then I'll do one in the mornings. Like I'm thinking maybe every Wednesday, every Sunday. It, how are the weekend time slots for you, Flower? Are those more agreeable? If you could do one next Wednesday, you have a deadline on Thursday, so I would appreciate the late night entertainment. Is it confusing? We shall see, Sage. We shall see. No promises. No promises. No promises. Is it really entertainment? Do you call this? Is this entertaining? I think that's flattery. I mean, I have my entire schedule clearly written out, Chunky. I feel like there's not much to be confused about, no? I mean, to be fair, daylight savings did happen recently, so that definitely threw a lot of people off. But other than that, you're entertained? Where? It's in my about section. It's like the first panel. I specifically make it like the very first panel. It's all written out. You're entertained? I'm glad, I guess. Mm. My goal is to make you guys comfy and make you sleepy. I would be blushing right now about how I said what? What are you talking? What are you talking about? Wait, here we go. This is perfect. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I can do that easily now because I have the stream deck. We have daylight savings and Sunday next week, so I have to get used to new time differences again. What? That sucks. Like, so if, like, for example, if you watched me, you'd have to adjust yourself twice. I didn't realize other places did it other than the US. That's surprising. Hmm. I'm just paying it forward, May, because I watch your streams for your comfy vibes. Just paying it forward with the oomphy. Still have to do that, yeah. I still have to file my taxes. Speaking of things I still have to do, I need to do my taxes. Oh, God. I should be excited to do it because I expect to get a fat refund. I'm not going to file my taxes on stream. I wouldn't want you guys to know anything about my finances, and I'm scared I might accidentally blurt something out. Mm. Guys, if anyone here has experience playing Pokemon, is this Pokepia game that big of a deal? Like, I'm still seeing on my Twitter timeline people begging for a Switch 2 in the game. Is it like, is it that revolutionary? Give us my personal data? No. Maybe one day for like the most I would do, and I've said this before, I think like if one day I get big enough where I feel comfortable doing a donathon, because I don't want to do a donathon if I like don't think it's gonna have a measurable impact, or at least like, or sorry, not a measurable impact, but like a significant impact. Like basically, I won't be able to raise what I consider to be a good amount of money. But maybe when the oh wait, sorry, let me Let me post the clip. Sorry, I have links turned off. Um, yeah, I do still have the charity donos on. Like, as you guys know, I don't accept donations, personal donations. But you can, like, I have the charity dono that I really like. Obviously, it's not going to me, but like I will give you the same amount of love and affection as if you were donating to me. You get all the clout. And I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter post, but my first payout, I made $51.49, and that went straight to the charity. Uh, all revenue from the streams and every other, like, all revenue I make as a content creator, I'm gonna give to that charity because, like, well, this is like, I'm very privileged to say this, but I just don't. It's not like such a significant amount of money that I really care for it. At least, like, yeah, and I'm doing it for the love of the game. How do you get to it? I think it should just be on the channel page now. Um, I think if, let me see, let me open my own stream. Like, yeah, right under my stream, it says donate to charity, and it'll go to that foundation. Yeah, it's where the sub button usually is. Exactly. Thank you, May. Would mean a lot to me if anyone donated. Obviously, no pressure. And only donate if you genuinely want to, and you can. Are you watching on mobile? It might not be. No, it's probably not there on mobile. Don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure where. I would hope on mobile they'd have it somewhere, but I don't know where they might put that. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I don't know if there's any way to trigger it. Like, if you do it through Twitch, it shows a little alert, and I would prefer. I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I would prefer if you can do it through Twitch because it keeps track of all the money I've raised, and I like to use that as a brag. It sounds like to me that it's not on the app. You might have to like open my stream on a browser. Excuse me. Oh no, I have the hiccups. This is not good for the stream. Anything counts. Like, I've said multiple times, I'm streaming mostly to meet new people for fun, basically, to get out there, put myself out there. Maybe a little bit to get famous in some sense. Maybe a little fame, just a little popularity. Never hurt anybody. But yeah, for the most part, just to meet people and have company. Um, so if I can do that and also, like, raise money for a good cause, that'll be like more than enough self satisfaction for me. Please? Please what? And what are you asking for? If you guys like me now, I'm telling you, when I get that 3DO, it's gonna be deadly, dude. It sounds so weird when someone's talking straight in your ear. It's very, very like, when I listen to, like, I don't do it often, but like I have a hard time watching comfy ASMR streamers, especially those that have the 3DO, because it's so like, and I have really good headphones, because it's so like intimate. Oh, hiccup. I don't think I have them. I think that was a one off. I actually like often I will literally start blushing if I have someone like talk softly using a 3DO because how close how realistic it sounds to them talking into your ear. It's like super intimate. Mm. Ah, I wish it wasn't. If it was more like $200, I probably would have already bought it. And that's just the base model. You like this better than what you're talking about? Wait, really? Because if I do end up buying it, I'm probably gonna always use that instead. Yeah, sorry. I'd probably only use that mic for these streams. Although it'd be kind of annoying having to plug in two mics at the same time. I'm sure I'd figure it out. You love making people blush. Oh, what does that make you? You flirt. You're such a flirt. You womanizer. You playboy. I'm also. I'm. Yeah, I'm definitely. I can understand it. I'm definitely more of a. I don't short often on stream, but I'm also. I'm also kind of a flirt and a tease. Yeah. Can you feel it if you're blushing? Definitely. Well, it's when I do blush, I tend to blush very like I guess like it's not subtle. So that's probably why I can feel it. Like I can like feel my cheeks like rise like when I smile and it's for me it's very obvious when I'm blushing. It's not something that's subtle at all. Telling you guys, everyone knows that ASMR is a cheat code. Everyone knows that ASMR is is like this secret category that just instantly attracts people for whatever reason. Well, I know the reasons. A lot of people are just voice sales, you know. A lot of people are only here for the audios. Mm, I guess I'd also be concerned because I know a lot of streamers. Like, there's a lot of streamers where like ASMR is their main category, even if it's not necessarily what they do. Oh my God, Flower! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God! Wow. Our first donation. It's our first donation on the channel. It's a momentous occasion. Thank you so much for donating to charity. I really appreciate that. A spending spree. Uh-oh. I hope you're spending responsibly. And thank you again. Cosplay stuff? Ooh, cosplay stuff. Oh, wait. There is someone. I don't know if you've seen him in the chat, Flower, but Nusi Lucy watches my streams very often. I think he mostly lurks, but he usually pops in at the beginning of streams. He is actually like a serious cosplayer. I completely forgot about him. So, oh yeah, and Zeorin also. Zeorin is also a big time lurker, but he's one of my oompies I made not too long ago. And he's like one of my, I don't want to call him one of my best friends, but we definitely like share a brain cell. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what Lucy's pronouns are. I'm fairly confident he goes by he. I'm fairly confident in that. Helldivers 2 armor soon? Whoa. That's crazy. I've already said this before, but my only experience cosplaying, quote unquote, is when I wore that maid outfit to that one convention. I want to do it again, though. Hopefully with a more like black gothic-esque one. Or try to. Good luck. Good luck. Dude, cosplay made by a professional company is super expensive. You did BB&O and was it an Iron Mouse stream? Wait, what? Like what do you mean like you walked by her stream or like it was like like a picture of you? That's insane. The story? I mean, there's not really any story to tell. It's just I went to an anime convention wearing a maid outfit. There's not really much to say. And you don't want us finding your face. Whoa, that's so cool. I'm so happy for you. That's so cool, dude. Mm. Yeah, I wore a maid outfit and I also wore cat ears. And that was pretty much it. The honors. I want to incorporate like cuz I've been kind of getting like I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for so many streams in a row. It makes me realize like I need variety. So I think what I'd like to do is do more of these ASMR streams. Like, maybe twice a week and also on like my other 3 days, like maybe start playing visual novels once a week too. I quite enjoyed the visual novel that a nursey recommended to me. Mm. If you haven't seen Ziorin's stream yet, Flower, and you like my streams, I think you'd really like him. I mean, he's not as excitable as I can be, but he's like super comfy. Like he has a really soft voice. If you're into that kind of thing. He's insanely chill. Ziorin here, I'll give him a shout out. Hopefully it should be fine. Ziorin. We're gonna do. He's the only person I've collabed with. Well, no, I guess I collabed with Ray twice, but we're gonna collab again soon. He's like, I would venture to say like he's my closest VTuber, like or he's the VTuber Oomphy I'm the closest with. Yeah, yeah, them, yeah. Oh. We might be hitting the tail end of the stream, guys. Fair warning. Stream might end soon. You've collabed. Yeah, yeah, no, we've collabed twice already. Or has it been three? No, we've collabed 3 times already. Mm-hmm. I want to put more effort in the relationships that I have with people that like really, for lack of better words, like enjoy my company. And not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think Ziorin enjoys my company a lot. At least he's always asking me to collab again. So the wink, is it cute? I think it's adorable. I think the wink is so adorable. I'm here often. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't do that to you guys. It's too parasocial. You can't properly wink. Wait, do you mean like IRL or your model? I don't think I can do it IRL. Like obviously my model, like it doesn't do it justice. Like I can't have like maybe I'm doing it too hard, but like my other eye right now is slightly lowered. Like I can't do like one eye fully open, the other eye closed. I think that's is that what you mean, May? Hmm. Okay, what's today? Hmm. You can you can configure your VTuber your VTube Studio parameters to make it like do that. You would just have to like lower the like you just have to adjust the clamps or the basically the thresholds to activate the animation. I think you can definitely get around that though if you really wanted to. But so if we're planning on doing this every or twice a week, then our next ASMR stream would be on Sunday, which would be my morning. So sadly, May, you would have to wait until Wednesday of next week if you needed some sleep, some felt sleep aid. I like I said, I would want to keep it. I'm sure if a lot of people would prefer if I just did it every single stream, but I want to like have variety for one, just to keep myself like from getting bored of streaming, but for two, to make them also kind of like to give them value. Too much of a good thing loses its value. Please do the stream in 12 hours, like 12 minutes early. Today's my off day, Flower. There's no when I say that stream in 12 hours, I mean the streams I do on my weekdays, my Mondays, Wednesdays, or Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I haven't I don't stream on, or obviously I'm streaming right now, but I'm not supposed to be like, it's an unscheduled stream. But if you look at my schedule in the about in the section, if you if all of you would please reference the schedule in the about section, you'll find that I don't have scheduled streams on Wednesdays, or sorry, Thursdays, Thursdays and Fridays, yeah. All right, spaced out. What's okay? Yeah, so we've been streaming for. Okay, here's what I'm gonna go for, guys. I'm gonna aim for 2 hours, and then stream is ending. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, I was gonna say Maybe I shouldn't say that, but you decided that I am cool and good. Thank you, Sage. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Um, for anyone else that's new here, I highly recommend you look at my channel redeems. I put a lot of thought into them. There is there is all kinds of good stuff in there. So I really try to incentivize people watching the stream to collect the channel points. Um, and there's also a gamble wheel. You know what? Since you donated flower, let me. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Oh wait, you know what? Chunky, did you already use your gamba? I think you did, didn't you? Flower, you haven't used yours yet. I completely forgot about that. Uh, I think Chunky, did you already use yours or am I mistaken? Hold on, I'll show you guys. Give me a second. I might. You're not. No, no. Have you used your spin? You haven't really? Oh, I guess I didn't write you down. Are you sure? Are you sure you haven't? You weren't there? I'm gonna take your word for it, hesitantly. Okay, so I made this gamble wheel thing. It's very fun and cool because it's gambling. It's very fun and cool gamba. Wait, let me get it. Let me get it out for you guys. So when you sub, you get, well, you can when you sub, you can you get one free spin of the lesser wheel. But also if you're feeling like let's say you want Puppy Boy BFE, like you want a chance at Puppy Boy BFE, but you don't think you're gonna sit here and watch me to earn 500,000 points. You technically have a chance to get it if you redeem one of the gamble wheel options. There's a 4K and a 10K. Hold on, wait. Let me get you guys on my other monitor. You've had 2 subs and 1 donation. Okay, I'll give you 3 spins of the free wheel to make up for that. But from this point onward, I'm only gonna do it like the moment someone subs or donates. Wait, where's my OBS? Hold on. Wait, where's my wheel? Where's my wheel? Oh, okay. I don't know why it's showing up now, but here's the wheel. Okay. Well, I mean, I would say every donation of at least 5. I can 3 USD is good. Okay. Anyway, so basically, I don't know why it says free. It's not free. The gamma. Oh, okay, okay. Is that what I have the label as? Is there a label somewhere? But anyways, you have a 5% chance on the lesser wheel. You have a 5% chance of getting on the prize wheel. And if you get on the prize wheel, this is every redeem that costs 20K or more, weighted by their value, their relative values to each other. So are you saying you don't want to do it yet, Chunky? Flower, would you like to use any of your 3 free spins? I would prefer you use them all right now so I don't have to keep track of them, if I'm being honest. Did Melon use hers? I don't even remember. Did Mew use hers? I guess not. Did Melon use hers? I feel like she was in a stream once, but whatever. What's an extra spin? I'm updating my spreadsheet that keeps track of all this. And you, okay, we're gonna spin for flower 3 times in a row. I'm not gonna lie, like whenever I spin this, I'm secretly hoping you don't get anything. I'm like praying you don't get anything. Okay, here's the first spin. Oh. Here's the second spin. It's a 5% chance, so more often than not, you're like vastly more often than not, you're not gonna win anything. Okay, here's the last spin. Oh, oh, oh. No, no, no. Oh my god. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No way, no way. No, 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 no. Oh, oh my god. Okay, let me spin the prize wheel. Oh god. Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord. Okay, oh. Okay, I'm gonna write you down. So you won felt whimpers on command. So you can just tell me when you want me to do that. How much is that? Is that 25k? Well, I'd prefer you ask me, yeah, whenever you want, but I'd prefer you do it during either like I'd prefer I'd prefer you do it when I'm not playing a video game, like in the middle, because I feel like that'd be kind of weird. Like I'd prefer you either do it at the beginning of a stream or the end of a stream or during an ASMR stream like now. 35? I think I might have made it cheaper. Yeah, I made it 25. Wait till we got new chatters in. Okay. It was 35, but I repriced it. All right, let's spin for Chunky. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, that's a dang shame. That's a real shame. To be honest, it's a miracle that anyone won. Ask ChatGPT. I could try to hide it better. What do you mean hide what? What's the probability of at least one success in 4 trials with 5% success rate? Okay, so of those 4 spins, there was about an 18.5% chance that any of those spins would yield a prize. All right, well, now if you're feeling extra gambly, like I said, so you can, there's 2 wheels. The 5% wheel you can spin for 4,000 channel points. And there's another wheel that where you have a 13% chance to win. Or yeah, that costs 10k channel points. Spoiler alert, you're better off saving your channel points if you think you can do it. Like the the if you spend your channel points to spin the wheel, it's negative expected value. It's like I have an edge. In the long term, you will lose more points than you will gain if you keep spinning the wheel. So, but like I said, maybe you don't think you can wait to save however many points and you rather have a chance. But maybe that's the fallacy. You think about it, a lot of people lose all their money because they want to get rich quick. And then it's only after they lose all their money that they appreciate what they had. mm, okay. The house always wins. Yes, this is true, except apparently when it's Flower's third spin and he unlocks Whimpers. hmm I'm glad we didn't have to do it, guys, but like I was so paranoid I would run out of things to talk about. I downloaded a PDF copy of The Hobbit. It's like I think it'd be cute to read like bedtime stories. Not that I think The Hobbit is a bedtime story, but like what if you guys are like children and I was like reading you stories for you to go to sleep? I think I'll actually do that. I think I'm gonna look up bedtime stories. Maybe not necessarily for kids, but you like The Hobbit? Mm. Oh. Oh no, that definitely sounded like a moan. Oh no, 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 no. That definitely sounded like a moan. Yeah, from Lord of the Rings. We have that as a playlist on YouTube to fall asleep to. Really? Like whenever I read the book? I mean, I guess I could do that. I guess I could do that. Dude, I've made myself EP, guys. This isn't good. I made myself EP, and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna. The moment I stop streaming, I'm gonna go pull aside my blinds, and the sun is gonna seep in. And I'm gonna be reminded that I need to stay awake for another. Let's see, another at least 12 hours. What am I gonna do in all that time? I'm so weak, guys. Every time I'm supposed to stay up, I just get bored and I just go to sleep and ruin my sleep schedule. I'm so weak. Usually I try to like get one of my friends to play games with me all day to keep me awake. Not sure if that'll be a possibility. Yawners. I want to have guys, I want to have For my next toggle, I don't know if. Hmm. You guys know the Felt Teen mascot? I would like it if. I don't know. I would like to have like one of those toggles where I'm holding in like a felt teen, but like it's tracking my eyes, like it's following, it's the same tracking. But I think the only person like I don't know how that would work. I think I'd have to ask Toki to do it. I don't think I could ask another artist to do it. Or like I don't know how they would combine basically. Because ideally there's this another artist I have in mind that draws animals really cute. But then how would I combine it with this model? I'm not sure. You want to stay awake, just be uncomfortable? Yeah, I guess. It's just a rigged model used as an item. Hello, Watermelon 8742. I'm just gonna call you Melon. Well, actually, I know. I think I have to call you Water because there's already a melon in my community. Hmm. I'll have to look into it, May. I low key wish all my sub money went to charity and not Twitch. Yeah. I was on the fence about subs, but I was like, you know what? Like, you're still getting something. You get to use my call you Melissa. Okay, I'll call you Melissa if I can remember. So if I forget that, please don't get mad at me. I remember faces, not names. Um, okay, maybe I'll stream because Melissa showed up. Maybe I'll stream a little bit longer than 2 hours because we have a new member. You see your guys, everyone else that was here before, everyone thank her. Or sorry, her, him, her, question mark. Them, thank them. Thank you for the follow. Thank them for extending the stream with their presence. Mm, although I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Uh, I was on the fence about like, obviously I can't control it, but I was on the fence about like discouraging like large amounts of gift subs. But like I figured, I can live with it because the money there obviously money is going to me, but it's also like there's someone else getting a benefit. And also I kind of need more people to sub so I can unlock more emote slots. I desperately want more emote slots. So for now I'm okay with it. Um but in general I try to minimize like the ways people can donate to me. A guy, yeah, my friends just call me Melissa. They believe you to be a femboy. You know, a lot of people a lot of people say the same thing about me. A lot of people believe I'm a femboy, and I have to tell them, no, I'm not. I am not a femboy. I'm a feminist boy. You can also use 7TV for emotes if you want. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I know. But also, like, I kind of like being able. I want to be able to use those emotes in other channels other than my own. No, I'm not a femboy, or at least I don't identify as one. I identify as a feminist boy. Okay, there's a distinct difference between a femboy and a feminist boy. I'm the latter. I wouldn't call myself very masculine. I wouldn't say that at all. I'm probably more feminine than like the average guy, at least in like traditional society. Going to the gym isn't really a matter of like masculinity, I would say personally. I can understand like why people might think that, but I don't count that as something like, yeah. It's just a big buff tan guy. Tell him the cosplay incident. I don't really feel like repeating it, but basically I've I've only been to one anime convention, and when I went I wore a maid outfit with cat ears, and it was cool. In the end, there's not really much to say. I don't know why you keep bringing it up. More of an experiment than anything. Like repeating stories. Ah, they're cheap on AliExpress. There's a lot of stuff that's cheap on AliExpress, but usually they ship from China and you have to wait literal months to get them, which is why I don't buy from like AliExpress or Alibaba often, if ever. I don't want to wait. I'm not willing to wait 2 to 3 months for my stuff, even if it is cheaper. Oh, in Australia. Wait, I forgot. Yeah. I guess you would get them a lot faster in Australia. Well, that's a lot more reasonable. Yeah, no, when I buy something off AliExpress, I literally have to wait like 2 to 3 months. Mm-mm. Dude, that reminds me, like, I've been, I've, it's actually kind of bad. I've been scrolling TikTok a little bit. Like, as you guys know, like, I started posting clips on TikTok. So I started using the app, and I've been occasionally using it as a consumer of content. And like, what's in my recommended right now are these people that sell counterfeit goods to people, like fake designer and fake colognes. I'm not gonna lie, like anything in my TikTok feed, like what gets me, like what grabs my attention is anything to do with money. I'm a very gluttonous fox. Ironically. It's also just kind of fascinating to see like there's this whole scammer culture like on TikTok or like anywhere, but like really like TikTok is like this huge platform for scamming people. And it's just interesting to see like what people can come up with. Hmm. Yeah, I think after stream I'm gonna microwave some pizza and watch more Bloodhounds. If anyone here is into K drama, I highly recommend Bloodhounds. It's like it's not that I watch a whole lot, but it's really good. Like I think I like it even more than Squid Game. Really good show. Highly recommend Bloodhounds for any K drama enjoyers. I've been trying to find more good K dramas, but none of them have really like tickled my fancy so far. Maybe I'll try to get back into American shows. I've been thinking about rewatching The Walking Dead, giving it another try, or at least like the first season. Watch a game in manhwa. You should give it a try. It's pretty, Korean. There's some pretty good Korean actors. I'm genuinely surprised that we managed to even make it to 2 hours. Thank you all for coming and chatting with me. Like any just chatting stream is 100% like carried by the viewers. I could not imagine doing this and streaming to nobody. that'd be so hard. Digital circus? What's that about? That is that a English or Korean or? Thank you for keeping us. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I was gonna say, in response to like what you guys were talking about earlier, particularly May. I think like and I've said this before on stream multiple times. When someone tells me that they fell asleep to my stream or like they use it to fall asleep, like I find that to be one of the greatest compliments. I am like honored that I can have that effect on people. I hope that doesn't sound silly, but like, cause I watch a lot of streamers for that reason, so it's just really cool that I can pay it forward. I'll have to look this show up. I have no idea. I've never heard of this until now. Digital Circus. Mm. On YouTube. Is it free to watch? Maybe I'll be. Should I be evil and not and delete the VOD for this? No, I shouldn't. People are gonna get mad at me if I delete the VOD. People would get really mad at me if I delete the VOD. I already know. And Vostok and Nico get upset when I delete VODs. As tempting it would be to make this a limited time exclusive thing, I can't do it. That's too mean. Nodding off is natural. And thank you to Flower, especially. Flower joined like the moment I hit the go live button, which is very convenient. Extremely convenient, actually. I was thinking for like at least the first 5-10 minutes, I'd have to just talk to myself. Hmm. You're waiting for the notifications. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm gonna ask Zeorin to do an ASMR stream. That would be deadly. I should just beg him to try it. I wonder if he's ever considered it. What if we did an ASMR stream collab where me and Zeorin just sit there and talk to each other in chat, but softly? That would go so hard. It'd be so cute. I think I have a new idea. I need to get on my knees and beg. But unscheduled around this time? No, I'm sorry, Flower. Like I said, this is. I know my scheduled streams are really not good for you, and I'm so sorry because you've been one of my like longest supporters. But I can't promise like this is certainly not gonna happen very frequently. I can't drop my schedule. It's good for me. Like those 3 a.m. random 3 a.m. streams you used to know me for were not good for my life. I'm sorry to say. I'm so sorry to say. I feel even extra bad because I've been playing through Red Dead a lot and I know you've been meaning like you've been wanting to watch. I want you to know that every time I play Red Dead, I think of you. I'm like, oh, I wish Flower was here to watch. Because he's the one that recommended the game in the first place. My one request is to leave the last mission for a Saturday stream. Okay, I mean, I'll do that if I know ahead of time that the last mission is like the next one. If I have any forewarning. And well, someone might have to remind me. Hopefully, I don't forget. I already think I'm past the halfway point in the game. Oh, someone spoiled me. A YouTube person, like, they didn't mean to, but I got spoiled a little bit. It was already revealed to me that Dutch betrays Arthur, and that, even though I haven't gotten to that part yet. In his defense, I don't think he apologized to me. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to, but will I continue Dispatch? I already beat Dispatch, Chunky. We beat Dispatch already. It's over. Gotta be careful. I mean, there's really not much you can do. Like the only thing that maybe could have done is like if I had a mod watching the chat like more closely than I am, which obviously they're not, and they were able to like delete the message before I even noticed it, like before I even perceived it. So that's to say that you really can't do anything about spoilers. It's just an unfortunate reality. Mm, Dispatch was a Dispatch is the reason I play the visual novel, that other stream, because I like it was fun just kind of like sitting back and kind of just reading or watching a story. I really enjoyed Dispatch actually. I think I will play more visual novels. Um, the next visual novel that I'm looking at is this one that is it your favorite? No. It's Nico's and Pixel's favorite. I think it's called Until Then, and they want me to play it. So that's probably what's gonna be next. Don't take my word for it. I have no idea what it's about. Yeah, I do want to get into visual novels because they're like very low effort for me. Sometimes I just don't have the energy to like play a involved video game, but I still want to like hang out with you guys. I think visual novels would be kind of like a good like it's like one level removed from watching a show or a movie together. mm, until then, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilerino in the chatterino. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end stream now. You have to get attached to the characters. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, yeah. Well, is anyone asleep? See who's live. I'll rate out if everyone can. If anyone, well, I guess I wouldn't be able to really tell. Okay, no, we won't. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to give someone that weird feeling waking up to a different streamer. Um, Thanks for keeping me company, guys. Mm, bye, Flower. Bye, Chunky. Bye, May. And bye, whoever else is still out there. Bye, Sage. Mm, there's not really that many people alive anyway at this time of day. Have a good day, good night. good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. I think I'm just gonna end the stream. Usually I'd play the ending screen, but I don't want to I feel like it's kind of loud. Should we play the outro? Does anyone want to see the outro? I'll play it if someone says they want to see it for a little bit. Well, I guess Sage hasn't probably seen it. Mute it? I could do that. But the music is kind of part of the... You don't think you've ever seen it? Oh, okay, this is perfect. This is perfect then. Okay, then we're playing. Okay, goodbye, guys. See you. My next stream will be Saturday. Saturday at 9 a.m. Central to noon. I'm definitely going to be playing a game. Next ASMR quote unquote stream, we'll say tentatively, is next Sunday. Or sorry, yeah, next Sunday, technically the 22nd at 9 a.m. Central to noon. If I don't end up doing ASMR that day, don't get mad at me though. But I think I will. Okay, bye, 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 bye.